Just quickly, something I didn't mention was Sonequa mentioned that she was grieving both her parents and having her second child and dealing with postpartum depression. So she actually felt that it affected her work, and she said that she can see that she's clouded in some of her work, and basically it is what it is. So those people criticising her for her acting, you might want to consider those things, because I do think that's a bit harsh. I don't have any problem with Sonequa's acting. I just want to say that first. Hello, Stevites 89. Well, Sonequa Martin-Green was on The View, and the first thing Whoopi said made me want to throw something through the screen. She said, "You were the first black woman to be captain on a starship anytime." No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. Madge Sinclair was the first black female captain in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home in 1986. She went on to play Sylvia LaForge, Geordie LaForge's mother in season 7, the episode Interface. We'd heard about Captain LaForge through the series. He referred to his mother, but we didn't see her till the 7th season. And after Star Trek 6 and the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation, actually aired in 1988, Ursula Bryant played Twyla Scott, who was the youngest person to become captain in Starfleet. So Burnham didn't become captain until the 31st century. That's about 900 years after... No, is that 900 years or 1,000 years? No, 900 years. About 900 years, 100 years, Next Generation, so 800 years. So 900 years after Madge Sinclair was the captain in Star Trek 4, and 800 years after we saw Twyla Scott. So I don't get why people keep... yes, she's the first black female actress to play a captain of a Star Trek series. Actually, no, she isn't even that, because the captain in Lower Decks, what was her name? Carol Freeman. She was a voice actress, animator, but she's actually the first captain, Star Trek captain, regular character in a Star Trek series. She's not the main character, though, although her daughter's the main character and it's an ensemble cast. So now she's really not the first on any level anyway. She's the first black actress of a live action Star Trek series, which she eventually got the role in the position of captain in the 4th season. But before that, she was just a commander. I can't remember what she started off, because she was a second in command, and then she was I can't even remember what position she had in the first episode, but she ended up being a prisoner and losing her rank, and then she got it back, and I can't remember what it was. But the point is, she wasn't the first actress to play a black captain on Star Trek. Her character wasn't the first character chronologically, or she just is getting all these credits she doesn't deserve, and these people are not being credited. I mean, Madge Sinclair, she was the Queen in Coming to America. She was the mother, or was it the Queen in The Lion King? Yeah, Lion King, so Lion Queen, sorry. Yeah, and she was in Roots, for God's sakes. The woman was in Roots, and no one's giving her any credit. I'm really not happy about this. It really annoys the hell out of me. Because I think Whoopi would know better. How did Whoopi get this wrong? It's Whoopi Goldberg. How does she not know? She supposedly grew up watching Star Trek. She watched the show. It inspired her to actually become an actress and to realise she could be something else, because she saw this portrayal of a black woman in the future in a role along with everyone else, just one of the people. She wasn't a servant. She ran around the house saying, "There's a black woman on TV and she ain't no maid." I mean, I get that. And she got a part on Next Gen because she wanted to, because she knew LeVar Burton, and she asked him. He didn't take it seriously, and then the second year he actually realised she was serious, and they got her a role. But wasn't she watching the show? Didn't she? She's supposedly a science fiction fan. How does she not notice Madge Sinclair and Twyla Scott? Madge Sinclair's character didn't have a name. She was just the captain. So, yeah. I don't know what to call her other than the captain in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home. And that's the other thing. She didn't even get credited. The character didn't have a name. She was just there. There was no deal made about it. They weren't like, "Wow, we just cast the first black actress," blah, 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 blah. No, they just did it because why not? And no one thought about it. I mean, this is the day, the #1 TV show in the country was about a middle-class black family or an upper-class black family. I don't know what a doctor counts as in America. But I can't mention his name now, but at the time, so no one cared. It was like, and I'm like, it's just so annoying. It's been annoying me for a while that Sonequa Martin-Green has been taking the credit for these women, but for Whoopi to actually say, because she kind of corrected her in the interview, because when she went on in the interview, she didn't really talk about Discovery much. She talked about her life. She recently lost both her parents, which makes me sympathise with her. I lost mine in the same year. It was a little while ago now, but it feels like yesterday. And she had a baby and she had postpartum. So she talked more about her life and her career in general. She didn't really talk about Star Trek much, but she did correct her and acknowledge that she was the first female captain of a Star Trek series, which is that's she has that title, but she doesn't have the title of first black woman to play a captain on Star Trek. She just doesn't, and I just wish they would get it right. She's got that one title. Give her that. Yes, you are the first black woman to play a captain of a Star Trek series. That's a big deal, but you weren't the first woman to do it. So please stop taking that credit from this other actress. It's really annoying the hell out of me. If she honestly doesn't know about this woman because she never watched Star Trek 4, it was a 1986 film, maybe she didn't watch it, fine. But can someone please tell her? Like, seriously, can someone just tell her? I put out a couple of posts on Facebook and Twitter a while ago. Now, I got Wilson Cruz's attention. He had to go at me because I just said, wow, I wish, because Madge Sinclair, she appeared as Geordie's mother in 1993, and then she died 2 years later, so it was her last role. Now, I didn't realise that Madge Sinclair had passed away, so I just was sitting there thinking, now, why is she not at a Star Trek convention sitting there and, like, meeting Sonequa and being like, bitch, please, I was the first captain, like, what the hell is that? But she can't because she passed away. So I put up a meme and a comment. I basically sort of said it in that voice, like, someone needs to put this in her place because she was not the first black captain. But Madge is gone, so there's no one to do it. But she did also say in the show that she acknowledges her place in history as the first black female captain of a Star Trek show, but she sort of said that, she took it very seriously, but she realises that it's not her accomplishment, that it was the accomplishment of people like Nichelle and Whoopi, and she was just stepping onto the path that they'd already paved for her, which was very nice, and that she was their accomplishment. So she put that very well, and Whoopi took that fairly well, but you have to kind of acknowledge the Queen when you come on The View, because she's one of them. But yeah, so it's just bugged me for a while. It just really bugs me. Why is no one correcting her? Why is no one telling her she was not the first black captain? I'm sick of her saying it. But, and it doesn't detract from the fact that she's the first black captain of a Star Trek series. But it just acknowledge the people that came before you. She acknowledges Nichelle for her role because, of course, she acknowledges Whoopi because, she's Whoopi. But this other actress, it's like, is she not as important? It just bugs me. Now, the rest of the interview was fine. Like I said, she talked about her family. She talked about being in New York and being broke and all those things. And I don't have any problem with Sonequa as a person. From what I've seen on interviews, she's fine. She seems quite nice. She seems... I don't have any problem with her other than this thing. I just wish she would just... I've seen her acknowledge Nichelle. I've seen her acknowledge Whoopi for their roles before her. But these other actresses count too, just because they're less famous. Doesn't matter. And it just bugs me. I needed some YouTube therapy. I needed a little rant about it. I saw this last night. I was up all night and I was trying to go to bed around 8:30 in the morning. And I saw this. I'm like, no. If you start this video, you'll be up till 10 a.m. in the morning because you won't be able to go back to sleep. Just go to sleep and do it tomorrow. It's not breaking news or anything, it's not like you're going to miss a whole bunch of views because you posted tomorrow. It doesn't matter. It's just about saying my piece, venting my spleen, and hopefully someone mentioning to her, Sonequa, sorry, you weren't the first black captain. Sorry, you weren't. First captain of a TV series. Not the first captain. There was another lady, Madge Sinclair, my mouth's a bit dry, I can't speak, Madge Sinclair, who was in a lot of things, and she's, she was far more pioneering than you will ever be. Like you said, you are her accomplishment. You are walking the path that she paved for you. So could you please acknowledge that she paved that path? Maybe even name the path after her, maybe? But yeah, so it just annoys me. And Wilson Cruz, who he said, we'd better not be in the same room because of me saying that, someone needed to put Sonequa in her place. And how I said it, the way I thought Madge Sinclair would say it, or should say it. Yeah, so he blocked me and got a bit nasty over that. And I'm like, did he go and tell Sonequa, you weren't the first captain? And, some fan was having a little bit of a rant about it. Did he care about the facts? No, he just got upset about that. This is, oy vey. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you know Sonequa, mention this to her, okay? Someone needs to tell her. Madge Sinclair, R.I.P. 994. I'm going to go. Bye.